everyone. The City of Wichita has just released its proposed 2015-2016 budget. So we brought in our Chief Budget Officer, Mark Manning, to tell us more about it. Mark, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, Laura Gale.
Well, first, just tell me a little bit about this budget.
Well, the budget that the manager released today totals about $578 million. That's comprised of revenue from a variety of sources, including property tax and water and sewer fees and a variety of other things like that. And it also funds a variety of services, including police, fire, water, airport, and a whole lot of other services.
So what are some of the key highlights that people you think will be interested in?
Well, the budget is balanced. It also has a flat mill levy rate, and that is the 21st consecutive year that is the case. The budget has adequate reserves, which is very important. It allows us to prepare for emergencies and things of that nature. And the budget basically preserves all current service levels, and it focuses on priorities, which in this case are primarily public safety, infrastructure, and economic development.
So what are some of the new items in this proposed budget?
Well, the city manager included a number of items that are based on city council priorities. He included 6 additional firefighters, for example, that are grant funded, which will help our fire response times. He also included a fire training chief to enhance our fire training, which is very important. The manager also included funding for the police department to have 2 recruit classes, which will help put additional officers on the street, which will improve our response times in that area. The budget does include $4 million for street maintenance funding, coupled with another $4 million in the CIP for a total of $8 million. So street maintenance is very important. He also included $4.1 million for cultural funding based on the City Council's cultural arts plan, and that funds grants to city cultural institutions, and it also funds grants to private organizations that provide services in the cultural area.
Are there any challenges that you guys face with this budget?
One significant challenge in this budget, which I think we've mentioned before, is the transit fund. Transit has some significant challenges. This budget would sustain transit only through 2016, but clearly we need to have a community dialogue and determine solutions to the transit situation prior to 2016.
And that is part of the proposed sales tax?
Yes, it is.
So how did you guys go about, talk to us a little bit about how you guys go about putting the budget together and what that process is like?
Well, the budget development is based very heavily on citizen engagement. That is very important for what we do. We had a number of neighborhood meetings at each council district, and we had a number of residents respond to those meetings and provide very valuable feedback. This year, for the 3rd year in a row, we also had our social media town halls. These were enormously successful. We had a great reach. We had great participation. We got over 700 comments during those 2 events, and again, that's very important. A lot of the feedback that we got was definitely incorporated in the budget. We floated out some ideas. We got a lot of feedback. For example, we asked for ideas on what mobile apps the city should provide, how the city should redevelop its website, and we received those recommendations, and we'll incorporate those in the future. We also asked questions about what's important to you. Is removing dead trees from the right-of-way, snow removal, things of that nature, are those important? And we got a lot of great feedback, and that played a definite role in things that the manager recommended in his budget.
I'm sure that's encouraging for people to hear that their feedback matters and it's actually useful and it does make a difference.
It's very important.
If somebody out there is watching this and thinking, hey, this sounds pretty interesting, I'd like to learn more about the budget, where can they go to read it?
The budget is available on the city website, www.wichita.gov. It's also available in every public library, and it can be reviewed in the Finance Department office on the 12th floor of City Hall. But we'd really encourage people to go to the internet. It's available. You can view it 24 hours a day, and that's probably the best place to see it.
And it's a pretty sizable document. Any tips on navigating it?
Yeah, it's about 600 pages. There's lots of detail in there, but we do have a table of contents on the internet that make it very easy to find things that you might be interested in.
And then if people read it and then have specific questions, is there anybody they can contact?
Yes, anyone can contact me. I'd be happy to answer any questions. My email address is mmanning@wichita.gov, and they're more than welcome to email me. You can also email budgetquestions@wichita.gov, and we will respond to all questions there as well.
And so what's the timeline from here, and will people have an opportunity to comment?
There are 2 more public hearings on the budget. The next public hearing will be August 5th, and during that date, residents can come to City Council chambers and express their feedback to the City Council on the budget. And then on August 12th, there'll be a second public hearing, and that's the date that the City Council actually approved the city budget.
And then you guys get a couple months off and you're back at it again working on the next one, right?
That's the way it works.
All right. Well, Mark, thanks for being here and filling us in on the budget.
No problem. Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching this City 7 News Now Update.